Nelson Chamisa has finally spoken, I think, after the Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa's cabinet approved 2030 term extension in essence, that it will govern without being elected up to 2030. But they did not only end there, they changed the entire constitution. And we will be following what Nelson Chamisa is saying, is joining the fight against Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, against the constitution, mutilation of the constitution, because where we are, someone is deciding to actually mutilate the constitution that the people of Zimbabwe came up with. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. Us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So this is what Nelson Chamisa posted some few minutes ago. It says the heart of the crisis. The heart of the crisis. Normally when people say is the heart of the crisis, the center of the crisis, it says fight we must, but which fight? So it says we must fight, but people should question which fight we must engage in. Fellow citizens, let's address the root problem, and for all, Zimbabwe needs and deserves a fairly and credibly chosen citizens government. Yes, but to actually achieve that with an individual like Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, I think he's speaking about a government that is elected by the people. We know Nelson Chamisa won the elections, but ZANU-PF took away that victory. So does it mean that he wants us to take back to the victories? And will ZANU-PF allow that to be the order of the day? That's the question. It makes sense what he is saying, but should we go back to 2023 at the moment? And why now? Because now what people are resisting is postponement of elections and also overhaul of the constitution that was actually crafted and created by the people, which means people wasted time in 2013 participating in a very expensive process. So it says an inclusive government from the citizens, by the citizens, and for the citizens. But how do we achieve that with the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, which is corrupt, which will simply swing the elections? Maybe it's important to, I think leaders should speak with clarity to people so that they are not misjudged at the end of the day. I'm not getting clarity so far. If someone steals your car, is making an example now, very complicated, and drives off, and later you find them in a garage changing the wheels, is your battle truly about the wheels or about reclaiming your car and taking back what was yours all along? But now to take back the government, especially in someone who is using the cars, you have to meet him at his own match, not to actually, there is absolutely no other way. And they say it's hashtag national duty, hashtag call to action. And people were asking, someone asked a question, I think I would have asked, what are you saying? And then he respond, what are you not saying? Someone says, how are you saying now situation kwayabe hakuchata kungotaura pakuda action on the ground to fight mandu yedu until victory. So chikumbiro, Mr. President, takuda mutiunze kwara racho isu tokuteverai, I thank you. And then he says 100%. Someone write, how do you suggest we address the so-called root problem? He says, come, let us reason together. Someone says, so you kumbotsoka 2023, we can't continue fighting the past, but we learn from the past to fight for the future. The critical moment is to fight for the constitution so that the car can't be stolen again. Nelson Chamisa respond and say, hakusi kutsoka 2023 kuyenda mbere, ngatirambe chikwere kwete kucherera. I respectfully submit you may need to reframe your diagnosis of our collective conditions. Someone says, my amendments are president. Hata for 2030 guresa. He says, podo kwete tsuyo. Hey, sometimes the language can be so difficult if it's not your language. Someone says, makangano guti change is near. He says, yes, it's Chamisa. Yes, change is near. That's why vari kukwata isuru zhinji musachiswe musapedzwa simba nezvisina maturo. Be strong, be vigilant, stay focused. Someone says, ndokumirawo mumbondi pindura one's very clear. People want to follow you, and the question is, what should they do? Now that we are faced with this, vano voita say, because if there is a clear plan of action, people will do just what they can and fight whatever they can. And then it says, coming together and uniting demand a functioning and performing citizens government that delivers food, jobs, healthcare, education, and real money. Join the movement where you are. We are everywhere. I'm simply not getting it. I'm simply not getting it. I'm sure our viewers are also going to comment. Nelson Chamisa wrote something, but I'm one of the people who cannot get it. Maybe if you got what he is saying, is he joining the struggle? Is he joining the fight? What exactly is at play? Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the life.